Here's one for you. It is a bright and sunny Thursday morning on the 23rd of November here in Ireland. As you can see by my really, really cool sunglasses, it's sunny as fuck. And it reminded me of something my son was asking me about recently. He goes, Dad, is it springtime? He goes, or when is springtime? And that's a weird one because depending on what website you want it'll say the 1st of February or the 1st of March. And so I didn't really have a set answer for him. And he goes, well, he kind of looked at me and he goes, like, well, fucking when is it, like? And I said, well, it's a bit of a movable feast. And of course he didn't know what the fuck I was talking about, so I went on to explain that nature essentially dictates when springtime is. So young animals are typically born in the springtime. It's when birds start laying their eggs, it's when mammals have their young, or when their young start emerging from their burrows. It's when the new shoots are on the trees and leaves start coming out, and tulips and daffodils and different bulbs start poking out of the ground and all that jazz. But nature doesn't have a calendar. Nature doesn't know it's the 1st of February or the 1st of March. You know, the mammy rabbit doesn't go, fucking hell lads, it's the 3rd of February, you cunts should have been out in the field 3 days ago. Get out the fuck. So it's not that definitive. So it's a bit of a movable feast, and just because it says the 1st of March on your calendar, that doesn't mean that it's springtime. And what that got me thinking about, now I'm reaching with this analogy a little, but hear me out. What that got me thinking about was our mood, and how our lives don't necessarily, how our objective lives don't necessarily reflect how we feel, basically. And I think a somewhat classic example of this is Robin Williams. World famous, money coming out his ears, you know, the best life you could imagine, mansions wherever he wants to have mansions, and who could ask for more? Has all the money in the world to do what he wants, when he wants, adored by everybody, everywhere, all the time. Family, kids, you know, the whole 9 yards. What more could a man want? And boom, fucking kills himself. And I think that's just a good example of how your objective truths, the objective qualities in your life don't really mean shit if you're not, you know, if you're not doing well upstairs. Like I've been doing well before, and on the outside, say, all smiles, all, you know, flash cars and nice suits and company credit cards and good wages and all the rest of it, while I was, you know, plotting fucking killing myself, and not in a good way. And then I've been, you know, without an arse in me trousers, driving around with no tax and insurance, on bald tyres, you know, not a pot to piss in, and fucking happy out. You know, not without me struggles, but certainly not plotting my fucking suicide. And I'm really on the right side of things now, because I'm in a good place, kind of mentally, emotionally, financially, socially. Things are good. But because I've been to kind of shitty places before, my job now is to not make things even better, which I fucking am actively planning and working towards, but more so than making things better, kind of maintaining what I have and solidifying what I have. Because, you know, you get a few pound in, the first thing you shouldn't do is buy a big flash car or go on a mad expensive holiday. You know, if you come into a bit of money, maybe, you know, fucking treat yourself if you deserve it. Buy a bit of fucking something or whatever. But, you know, spend 10, maybe 20% of any kind of a windfall that you get. But make sure you're keeping fucking 80% of it and investing in it somehow. And I don't mean on fucking Bitcoin or some bullshit fucking stock move. Invest in it in yourself. Invest it in your nutrition, in your health, in your fucking your well-being. Your health is your wealth, as they fucking say. And no truer a fact is that until you get a nasty diagnosis. Now, I got very lucky there recently. I was diagnosed with asthma. And, you know, if you're going to get diagnosed with something, asthma is top of the fucking pile. Like, oh, whoop-de-doo, I had to take an inhaler in the morning and the evenings. But, like, that effectively has solved any kind of breathing issues that I had. And I thank my fucking lucky stars it's not cancer or fucking something else. Or that my fucking... I'd sooner have fucking asthma than my kid have asthma. I'd sooner have... Any parent will tell you that. You'd break your own leg to save your kid from breaking their leg. But the point that I set out to make, I suppose, is that just because of an objective truth, such as it's the 1st of March, doesn't mean it's fucking springtime. If there's 2 foot of snow on the ground and there isn't a rabbit to be seen in the field and there isn't a bud to be seen on the fucking trees, it ain't fucking springtime, regardless what the calendar says. And it's the same with our own personal lives, regardless how well we may be doing objectively, or even how poorly we may be doing objectively. You might look at somebody and go, Jesus Christ, I'd hate to be that guy. You know, working in a dead-end job with an ugly fat wife and stupid children. But I mean, if he's happy out in his work and he loves his missus and his kids are fucking thriving, you know, I take that over a hot wife and a big bank account and nothing but fucking pure misery 24/7. So there's something to be said there, I think, for what you use as a barometer, what you use as a yardstick of sorts. Like, what are you gauging your success by? Is it the amount of money in your bank? Is it your fucking resting heart rate? Is it how well you sleep at night? Is it a clear conscience? Whatever your barometers are for gauging your success, maybe it's your body fat index, I don't fucking know, your strength to fucking weight ratio. Pick one. Pick several. But whichever ones you pick, make sure they're serving you well. And on that note, I'll chat to you soon.